Long time ago, when I was a young person, I worked in video production. And back then we had headsets that were big and clunky. They connected via wires. And honestly, I mean, you just didn't think about it. I guess back then I was kind of excited to be among all that technology, and the big wired headset just made me feel super professional. Well, that was really the last time that I thought about headsets until recently, when my friends at Solid Signal sent me a pair of these EarTech headsets. And you see, there's two kinds. There's the kind with the two ear cups, and then there's the kind with just the one ear cup. It's up to you. They got this nice microphone right here. And the nice thing about this is it will actually automatically mute when you swing it up like that. Are these really any better than any other headsets out there on the market? I mean, I had to ask whether or not this was something I should really be excited about and something that I really wanted to promote. It didn't make sense to me. And then I kind of got deep into them. There's a couple of things that set these EarTech headsets apart from others. First of all, they are incredibly light. They're totally wireless. There is no belt pack at all. Very easy to use. And they last forever. Honestly, in my testing, I couldn't get them to run out of battery. They say 6-hour battery life, which, okay, is not going to take you through an entire 8-hour shift. I get that. But watch this. Watch how easy it is to take out the battery. You see, there's this little battery hatch button right here. Battery comes right out. There's a charging block that you will just plug it right in, charges the battery quickly, and you can pop in another fully charged battery right away. This is something that certainly wasn't possible with those old headsets, which had those big clunky power cords. It was just not possible. But these worked really great. In my testing, I was able to get well over a football field size space between me and the other headset. So it's going to cover you whether you want to be, Mike Ditka wannabe on the 50-yard line, or if you want to reach somebody in your warehouse. If you want to have it work with something like a fast food situation, this is perfect because they're light. They don't have wires that kind of catch you up in things, and they will connect to a base station so you can use them with your existing intercom system. There's even a base station that lets you use it for internet telephony, anything that you want to use like that. Now, the biggest question I had when I was starting to set up these headsets was when I looked on the internet, the pairing procedure seemed like it was really hard. I mean, you pushed this and then you pushed that and then you held this and whatever. So I downloaded the guide to try to help me understand. And by the time I was done reading the guide, you see, I'd turned on the headset, so I was ready. And by the time I was done reading the guide, they just auto paired with each other. Didn't have to worry about it. When you get yours from Solid Signal, you're going to find that they're already paired with each other. All you have to do is turn them on. Really, as I said, this is not something that I expected to be really jazzed about. But the truth is, there's been a lot of change in this technology in the last couple of years. And if you're still using old, clunky, wired headsets with a belt pack and batteries that last you, an hour at most, you want to check out EarTech headsets. They're available at solidsignal.com. They're also at our Solid Signal store on Amazon. If you have any questions, call us at 888-233-7563, and we'll give you all the answers. So it's a couple of days after I recorded all of the live stuff for this video, and I was sitting down to edit it, and I just couldn't help thinking like I'd maybe missed a few things. Maybe there was a little bit more that I wanted to say, because I kept thinking of new uses for these headsets. I hear that people use them when they've got RVs. It's really very hard to park an RV. There's a lot of blind spots. And so somebody usually gets out and starts yelling at the other person, do this, do that, the other thing. And you're not always somewhere with good cell service even. So it's not even like you can trust your phone. People use EarTech headsets for that. I know somebody at a church who uses EarTech headsets because they've got somebody who's running all of the screen stuff, you know, all of the verses that are going up on the big screens. And there's somebody else who is down at the back who is saying, oh, it's too loud, it's too soft, or I can't see this, or you're on the wrong thing. And they use headsets for that. You know, this is something that the cost of these is great, and you could use them for fast food because there's a hub that connects to pretty much any intercom type system. And that's another use for them. And I talked about broadcast and how, you know, I used to use these really clunky wired headphones that were just, you know, very, very heavy, and I didn't like using them. That's another use. And on and on and on. And I just kept hearing all of these people using this EarTech product. And then I was, you know, I was thinking, okay, well, why wouldn't you use walkie-talkies for that? Because walkie-talkies are, you know, cheaper, and some of them have really, really great range. You get like 5 miles range and stuff like that. And you could put a little headset in and just kind of use it for that. But honestly, these things are comfortable and they work really well. If this is something that you're going to depend on, a walkie-talkie is great, you know, for really short bursts, but the audio quality is always really terrible. And the audio quality of these is really good for headsets, comparable with a cell phone. And when I, you know, it's just one of those things where I just couldn't stop thinking about all the great stuff you could do with these EarTech headsets. And then I felt like I was being a total geek about it. And it's like, you're geeking out over headsets, dude, you know, calm down. But honestly, it's super exciting. If you don't believe me, check out these EarTech headsets at Solid Signal, because they are really worth the money that you're going to pay for them. And trust me, I did not think I was going to say that.